Okay, hi everybody, it's me Artie. I'm going to review Richard Bachman, The Regulators. So I've been reading so much, I've been reading a lot of crappy books. I read The Dead Zone, it was okay. I read Gerald's Game, which I did not like. A while ago I reread Salem's Lot, I did not like it. I read this before and I remembered liking it, but I was a little hesitant. I was like, maybe it wasn't any good. But I thought it was great. In the very beginning, it starts out like this kid, he's delivering like these flyers, kind of not newspapers, they like advertise for garage sales and meetings in the neighborhood and stuff. He's throwing them and he's saying hi to everybody. It's real idyllic, like what you think of a nice neighborhood. And like he's throwing his newspapers and he's going down past one house he's kind of wary of because the guy who lives there is like an ex-cop who everyone thinks is like mean or crazy. And while he's doing that, like this red van pulls up behind him. Like it's got you can't see through the windows. They're all black and like one slides down. It's real ominous when it happens too. And like a gun barrel points out and blows him away, shoots him off of his bike, and he's like dead. And from there, it's just a non-stop like thrill ride of terror and gore and violence and like supernatural stuff too. So these killers, they're in these vans, and what they are, I'm just gonna spoil it. They're toys that are made spring from the imagination of this little boy. He's like 8 years old. He's autistic. His name's Seth, and he has these toys called motocops. But inside of Seth is this evil force called Tack, and it's like feeding off of him, and it's just evil. It just wants to destroy and hurt people. So it's bringing these things to life just to fuck shit up, basically, it seems. And the only person there with Seth is Audrey. It's his aunt, because his family got killed in a drive-by. So she took him in, and she had a husband who wound up killing himself because of the evil inside of Seth that was controlling them and making them pretty much do what it wanted and hurting them at the same time, feeding off them too. So the whole thing is just these motocops going back and forth down the street, like blowing people away and shooting up the houses. But they're like stuck in some nether world because no one can come in and they can't leave because some of them try to leave, but slowly like the landscape is turning into a desert. But it always says, you know, like what a child thinks of the desert. So there's like coyotes and wildcats, but they look all fucked up, and vultures that are eating the dead people. That's just real quick, but they're not real, but they are real, you know, enough to kill you. So it's just them trying to survive this. And one of the other main characters is Johnny. He's a writer. You kind of see it through his eyes. But I thought this book was great. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5. I almost want to give it a 5. It's fast-paced. It's violent. It's gory. It does have tension and terror. And it just does not let up. Like this would be a great movie because it just takes place in like a couple of hours. Like the sun goes down, night comes up, but it's like weird, a supernatural, weird time. Other than that, like, oh yeah, in the beginning when the kid is throwing his newspaper things, like there's this, he sees some kids, he's like 13 and they're a little older than him, they're like 17, 18 I think. And there's like a cute girl with him, a redhead, and like he throws a frisbee at one of the guys and the guy catches it, and the redhead girl like jumps up and down and like cheers for the newspaper boy, and like her tits are jiggling, and he sees that and he's like, wow, I'm gonna jack off to that later. And when I read that I was like, wow, that's like a Richard Lehman moment in a Richard Bachman book. Those are the two Richards, and he's more closer to Lehman in some respects than Stephen King. So after that I was like, this book's probably going to be good. There's some, and it's real brutal and violent, and he doesn't shy away from describing like the gore. And then there's parts there's like a journal section and letters, and even a teleplay for the cartoon of the toys that the little boy Seth likes and that have come to life. And that was interesting too. All of it was really good. It never felt, maybe a little bit towards the end it started to drag, but man, I really enjoyed it. And if you haven't read it, I definitely recommend The Regulators. So that's it. If you've read it, let me know what you think.